might let something out here.
Hey, let it out. Started. Hey, man, it's about 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Hey, man, look. I got to start this off. Why? I'm really pissed off. I'm just going to say I'm really pissed off. And I'm pissed off for this reason and this reason alone. No heart. No heart. We saw no heart. We saw no fight. And the guy that's supposed to be, quote unquote, not the toughest. It's like quarterback and the kickers are the one that's not supposed to be tough. These are the guys that show the most fight. I saw more out of a damn Elliott Fry than I did on defensive players. Offensive linemen, defensive linemen, linebackers. This dude, Matt Ryan, is out here throwing blocks. He's putting his body on the line. $30 million. A $30 million, that's $30 million a year. This dude worth $150 million. And he's out here throwing his body on the line. If he lands the wrong way, Matt Ryan, his career could be over. If he gets hit the wrong way and his shoulder pops out. We've seen quarterbacks retire because of that shoulder injury. This dude out here throwing his shoulder at big defensive linemen. He's the only one showing any type of fight. And you have your head coach on the sideline doing this. Bitch, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you doing this for? Them motherfuckers, you got defensive backs that can't stay on their damn feet. They falling that tight end. He can't keep up with a damn tight end. He's falling to his feet. He can't stay with a damn tight end. And he's on the sideline doing this.
The Jason Garrett syndrome, bro.
Jason Garrett. He's out there clapping. What the hell are you clapping for? You should be capping. Not clapping, capping. That's what you need to be doing. These guys do not need to be on a field. You got Jordan Miller, a healthy defensive back, and this motherfucker, Scott, I don't know who, number 35, this dude is on the field. I swear, I saw him fall to the ground at least 3 times, at the very least 3 times. I'm talking about falling on the ground. He can't stay with a damn tight end, yet he's still in the damn game. And people want to talk about the reason why the Falcons are struggling. It's because it is like, I don't know who said that. I think it was you, Kevin, when you said defense not plays well. And then the next thing you know, he's inactive for the next 3 to 4 games. This is the reason why. These guys have an agenda. They don't give a damn about winning or losing. They want to get their agenda across. And it's clear as day. Because that dude, number 35, had no business on that damn field. Bro, I could fall on the damn ground. Give me his paycheck. I can do that shit. It's embarrassing. And then you got fans saying, literally coming to us, is like, man, Mike, I apologize. I don't know how in the hell you still a Falcon fan.
Oh, I get that too. I get that.
Bro, these guys, it's I don't know if you guys saw the picture, but it was literally three. I don't know. I think it was 3 Atlanta Falcons players on the damn ground while 3 Packers players were wide the fuck open. And then we get these dumbass people, dumbasses, that say Matt Ryan need to be traded. Bitch, dude, are we serious? Are we really serious? We're so worried about a quarterback and scoring points that you don't look at the Super Bowl champions. The score of that game last night was like 13-16 or something like that. That's a low scoring game. What is the point that I'm trying to make? They have a defense. You got to stop other teams from scoring. Yet they didn't put up 30 points. The Chiefs offense didn't put up 30 points. They didn't put up 40 points. They put up 16 points, and they won the game. You gotta play defense. This is the shit that I'm talking about. People look at Matt like you, bro. They are not a team. This is it. This is all I'm gonna say. You guys, you're gonna get what you. But I'm gonna leave it with this. You guys can go. This defense has not stopped an offense from scoring under 30 points. 4 games in a row. Every team has scored 30 points or more. And we want to talk about tanking for Trevor. What the fuck is Trevor? What the hell is he going to do for the defense? Like, seriously. He gonna go out there and play cornerback? He going to play safety? Is he going to play safety? I don't know. But that's it, bro. Like I'm so heated. I'm so heated. Go man. Go. It's embarrassing, dog.
All right. What you say about what the Pack, man, basically they treated us like we were just another meme out there. You got running backs out here moonwalking on the sideline. You got Packers players talking trash, giggling, cracking jokes. Like, do they really want to be remembered for being as bad as dirty draws out there?
Bro.
Stank draws too.
Stank draws.
I'm talking about with the skid marks and everything. Because, bro, it, like you said, heart, bro. Like I said, you ain't got to be the best players, but at the same time, your heart can overcome that. And last night, I just didn't see it. And like I said, we could put the blame on the coaches too, but I have to put the players at fault and the leaders at fault too, because you knew it was a do or die game. And instead of holding each other accountable, like I said, that defense was atrocious. Good Lord have mercy. But you thought it was Mario Kart out there that was slipping on. It was one particular play. We talked about it, bro. It was one particular play where he literally threw a swing route, and they panned the whole field. There was 4 Packers wide open for a touchdown.
And 3 Falcons were on the damn ground.
Boy, like I said, they going from the Falcons to the SC LSU Mud Dogs real quick. And like I said, this league is looking at this team as a laughing stock. I have never seen the Falcons on ESPN and Fox Sports 1 this much before. That is crazy. Like I said, we making the news for the wrong stuff. That's why I said we the worst best team in the NFL right now. We got the talent, but we just ain't put it all together. And I feel like this coaching staff don't hold these players accountable to play their best, and that's kind of what you're seeing out here, especially these first 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
They had a statistic last night that scared the hell out of me. It said the Falcons gave up 211 points in a 2-minute warning since 2016. That's second most in the NFL. That goes back to my word. Why is it that bad? Ain't got no aggression, man. Like I said, you're not attacking. You're not attacking the line. I don't know what to say, bro. It's crazy. I'm gonna save the rest for what I got later on. I'm gonna let you go here.
And it's like, where do you start with this team? It's like last night we couldn't do anything right, and this is the problem with losing the game against Dallas and losing the game against Chicago when you had the lead. It's like you can't afford to lose games that you're winning, because me and Michael, we were just talking about it off air, that you're not gonna always have your best game. Like Matt Ryan didn't have a good game yesterday. The offense was out of rhythm. The first couple games, they was clicking on all cylinders. Against Dallas, they was clicking on all cylinders. Against Seattle, they played pretty well. And then against the Bears, they were clicking on all cylinders for the most part. So when you have those games where you have the lead and games that you're supposed to win, you need to win those games. Because last night, the Packers just basically dominated us. Like, that was the worst game we played all season so far. But that's the reason why you have to win. Like, every week is important. And the games that you're supposed to win or you're leading, you need to win, because it's gonna be nights like last night. I agree with y'all. I didn't see enough heart out there. I just seen players dropping like flies. The ridiculous part about Jamal Carter, that's number 35 that Mike was talking about. What was crazy about the play, and this just shows that you have no pass rush. How do you tackle a guy? He gets up and runs into the end zone and still catches a touchdown. He got a pass interference. He tackled the guy. Then the guy got up. That's how much time Aaron Rodgers had in the pocket. The dude got up and ran down the field into the end zone. He still was sitting wide open in the end zone. So that just shows you, like, no pressure up front. And pretty much I feel like we played bad on all sides of the football last night. I can't say none of the, other than Matt Ryan and Todd Gurley and Zacchaeus, those are only guys, like you said, that really played with any heart last night and that it had decent games. Other than them, I didn't see no bright spots out there. And that's the scary part. And in the bright spots that I did see, they went down with injury. To me, Jalen Hawkins early in the game, he was actually out there hitting. I'm like, okay, the kid out here doing some things. He was all over the field making tackles and things of that nature. But other than that, like y'all said, man, it was just atrocious. The one play where it was two guys, the 2x2 on the goal line, where both guys went after one guy. It's like we don't even know the fundamentals of the game. Like, how do you leave a guy open in the flats like that for a touchdown? So it was just like it's so many things from last night that went wrong. It's like Kevin was saying, it's like right now we the laughing stock of the league. Real talk. Everybody's just making fun of us right now, and it's sad. It's really sad. Right now it's tough to be a Falcons fan, because it's like I had high hopes for this team, and people keep asking me, at least on my channel, like what I feel about the injuries and what I feel about Dan Quinn. And I told everybody, I think Dan Quinn has to the end of this season. He's basically a lame duck head coach. Like, he's probably not gonna get fired during the middle of the season, but at the end of the day, his day is coming. Black Monday is coming. So unless this team does a 360 all of a sudden, which I see in the next 5 games, we do have some winnable games, and maybe they can start putting it together. But if they don't put it together, at this point, I've stopped saying fire Dan Quinn, because Arthur Blank said that this was the year he had to prove it, and he basically said that the bar was at least the playoffs. And right now, the team is not trending towards the playoffs. So for everybody that keeps saying fire Dan Quinn, that's the obvious answer. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get fired. Anybody looking at it, you don't have to be a football fan to watch. Last night was terrible football being played. Like, my wife hardly watches football, and she was like, "This is a joke." You know what I'm saying? Looking at this, it looked like a comedy show out there. Like, it was just terrible football all the way around. Like, I can't, tip my hat to the Packers, because we basically kind of laid down. Like y'all saying, we kind of laid it down. We laid the game down. So when you go out there and lay down like that and don't show the fight, don't show heart, You know what I'm saying? You get paid, they getting paid a lot of money. Like as much as we cheer for these guys and stuff like that, you have an obligation. Like to get Dan Quinn and saving his job, what they got to realize is every single player out there on that field, as they say, the eye in the sky don't lie. Every single player that's out there on the field that has that Falcons uniform on, you're auditioning for another team next year or the next head coach. So you want to go out there and put your best tape out there. And that's the reason I was talking to you guys about Kendall Sheffield and how well he played last night. Even though we were getting killed, every time they threw the ball towards Kendall Sheffield, he was playing good coverage. And basically, and Mike was talking about Calvin Ridley. That's the point. It's like, it's not about Dan Quinn, because if Dan Quinn and once this coaching staff gets fired or gets, everybody's gone and the new head coach comes in, he has no favoritism. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, he's coming in, and if it is a coach like Rex Ryan, we know he doesn't play. You know what I'm saying? He's coming in, kicking butt and taking names, and he's going to turn on the film. That's the first thing he's going to do. When a new head coach comes in, he doesn't care about the number or the name on the back of that jersey. He's going to cut on the film from this year and look and see what players was out there giving up. And those are the players that's going to end up being gone or being cut. So at the end of the day, it's not even about saving somebody's job. At the point, it's about saving your own goddamn job. Because at the end of the day, all these players are their own LLC. You know what I'm saying? They playing for that ATL on the front of the jersey, but a lot of them are also playing for the name on the back of that jersey. Because if you're in a contract year, these players could be easily gone next year. A lot of these players are on one-year deals. So I advise these players to go out there and perform for themselves. Forget playing for the guy next to you. You better go out there and perform for yourself, because a lot of these guys are going to be gone come next year. And we're going to have a whole new...
You ain't got no friends at 0-4. Let's just be real. You don't have friends when you 0-4. You ain't got no damn friends. Because those players, they're going to turn on you. Especially if you ain't, like, you are on your last year of a contract and you 0-4, and the next person, he got a contract, he ain't playing well, he playing well, or he ain't playing well, 0-4, bro, like he's trying to take you out. So I don't understand why players are sitting around with absolutely no emotion, like they're not looking at each other, they're not screaming. Like this is what I'm talking about. Everybody keep talking, oh, they don't have a leader. What the fuck a leader got to do with it? You got to have some emotion. You got to have some heart, something inside you to say, guess what? I don't like losing. And that's what I'm talking about. I saw absolutely no fight from nobody but Todd Gurley and Matt Ryan. That's it. Grady Jarrett is getting triple teamed. Grady Jarrett is getting fucking triple teamed. And like I said, I don't even know what. Wow, this fucking goof. Hey, somebody said that damn leak. I damn sure did.
Hey, look, I'm about to say, before you answer that question, I was gonna say what's up to everybody. Like I said, tuning in to this mini rant slash whatever the hell you want to call it.
And we sound like we had the funeral, dog. Why we sound like we had a funeral, dog?
Man, we sound like we have the unemployment line right now.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today. Hey man, we here to lay our Falcons to rest, dog. We can halfway through the season, dog.
It's crazy because we watching a dumpster fire happen as we speaking.
It's embarrassing. Like I said, I'm like Dre and I'm about to introduce my boy, my brother, Dre Day, man. I'm sure he has a lot on his mind. Of course, he's a Falcons fan, but Jesus Christ, man. I just don't understand the mentality of a player. Like, how you not embarrassed? Like, how you not screaming and yelling? Like, we see no emotion from no one on that defense. Like, not even Grady Jarrett, not even Deion Jones. Like, I don't give a damn who it is. Like, you should be. Damn. That's just telling me to shut the hell up.
Bless you.
I just telling me to shut the hell up and introduce Dre. So I guess I'll listen to my Steve. All right. Hey man, let's just bring him on, man. Good gosh. Gosh, good gosh. Good God Almighty. First, let's get this question. All right, I have a question. Who said Dan Quinn was even ready for a head coach in the first place, man? Since Dre, you are here. Let's just go with you. No. Scratch that. What do you think about the damn game, man?
You want my honest opinion, or you want?
I heard you. I was watching. I heard you. So
Do you want my? Well, hold on. Since I'm in the new audience now, I gotta get it together. Do y'all want my honest answer, or do you want the AFN sugarcoat answer?
nah,
Which one y'all want?
no.
Ain't no sugarcoating around here.
We don't want you to keep it 100, Dre. You know how we get down. Keep it 100, man.
Exactly. We diabetic around here. We don't need no sugarcoating.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna give it to you like old dirty bastard say. I'm gonna give it to you raw.
Give it to you raw.
I think the team is. I think the team is checked out. I really think they are done. I mean, Dan Quinn can get up there and say all the speeches he want to say. Arthur Blake can get up there and say whatever he wants to say. The players can say what they want to say. But if you watch that game last night, if you watch the body language from a lot of the players, especially key players that I thought were supposed to be leaders on this team, you could tell that they are through. They are done. And it's sad because I've said it time and time again, barring injuries or the fact that if we don't have injuries, the Falcons have one of the best rosters in the league and can play with anybody in the league if they want to. But you could tell this team has thoroughly checked out of the brotherhood. They have thoroughly checked out of whatever Dan Quinn is saying, whatever Thomas Dimitroff is saying, whatever Arthur Blank is saying. This team has mentally checked out. They have checked out because I don't know if y'all seen this photo that's been floating on Facebook about how our defense looked. And somebody literally told me, and I agree with this. They said that Aaron Rodgers showed mercy on our defense because he knew he could kill it. I mean, he still had a pretty good game. I mean, he had over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, but he could have had a whole lot more. But somebody told me that Aaron Rodgers showed mercy on our defense, and I sat there and I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. Because if Aaron Rodgers really wanted to go on revenge mode, discount, double check Aaron Rodgers, we would have lost way worse than we did last night. We could have. You know what? And it's sad that I have to think that because I pride myself on being a Falcons fan. Been a Falcons fan since Deion ran that punt back in the Georgia, and not in the Georgia Dome, but at Fulton County Stadium in 1989. This is the first time I've seen the Falcons legitimately quit playing football. Like, it's sad how it's sad. It's sad and it's painful at the same time, but you got to start somewhere. I don't know where. We have to start. I said the coaching staff needs to be gutted. I think the organization needs to be gutted. But something needs to change. It makes no sense to me how bad we are underachieving right now with this roster. Julio Jones, who I think is a great receiver, right now he looks like a bitch to me right now. He really does. And I hate to say that because I think Julio Jones is probably one of the best receivers in football. But bro, you really looking funny in the light right now. You really are. And I said it earlier, and I might get jumped on if I say this. But bring Sanu back. Because the way our receiving core is dealing with injuries, Hayden Hurst is not getting used like I saw in the first couple games. Todd Gurley, Todd Gurley's had a decent game last night, but I expected more in the passing game from him, and that's not his fault. I'm not blaming him. Matt Ryan, people are talking about how it's his fault, but that man, even though he didn't have a good game, to me, he didn't have a good game last night. He still did little shit here and there to will our team to win. I mean, the motherfucker threw a block. As a quarterback, he threw a block. You know what I'm saying? a quarterback threw a block. So I don't know about you fellas, but it got to start from somewhere. It really has to start from somewhere, and I don't know where it needs to start. But AB really has to get up out of his $5 million bed, go and brush his $1 million teeth, and look at his $7,000 mirror and say, "What I got to do to fix this team?" Because right now, and I hate to use trash on my team, but that's what the Falcons look like right now. They look like absolute garbage right now. So maybe you guys have a explanation, because right now at this point, I mean, we have a favorable stretch. We played Carolina twice, we played the Lions, we played the Vikings, but I mean, we could turn the season around. I mean, we're sitting at 0-4, and there's still time. It's only a quarter of the season is passed, but where do we start? I mean, so you got anybody out there? You three guys, anybody out there in the comments? Where do we start? Where do we start to turn this around? Because we're not a bad team. It's just like Mike said, the chemistry and the something is not connecting here.
I'm so glad you just said that. I'm so glad that leads us to this question, man. How can Arthur Blank allow this to go on this long? I don't know. It's a couple. Go ahead.
Somebody has to explain to me, because I know if I'm an owner and I'm making billions of dollars and my team plays like trash, it's gonna be some consequences and repercussions going on. I'm gonna be like Martin or Nino Brown when I walk into the Carter and I'm having people at my table and I'm asking questions like, "Hey, what's going on? Like, seriously, like, what's going on?" Yeah. So, but go ahead. I didn't mean to. It's just I'm so passionate about this team, and they are so underachieving right now.
Yeah. It's Go ahead, bro.
Well, I actually caught a little flack for what I said about Arthur Blank, and I kind of compare him to Jerry Jones.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I say that is, like you said, how can you allow this to keep going on unless you really don't care about winning? You care more about making the money, because the culture of this team is a joke. Like I said, you got other teams literally laughing at you. As a player, if you laughing at me and you whooping my ass, I'm knocking you out.
I mean, look. This is how bad it is. This is how bad it is for me. My son is a Jaguars fan, and he is clowning me because he said, "Well, at least the Jaguars won a game." I can't say shit to that. I can't really say that. I mean, and then look at the Browns. The Browns are 3-1. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on now. I mean, we got a better roster than the Browns. In my eyes, we got a better roster than the Browns. Like, yeah. Come on, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know, bro. I really don't. Like last night, I mean, like I said, I'm glad the Braves won today, because them Falcons left a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh my God, yeah. At least we got that, man. At least we got that. And
right, exactly.
Shout out to Boris Griffin, man, for this super chat. But man, Sanu played with grit and attitude. That's what we are missing from this team, which falls on the and hold up. And I want to say this. I want to say this. This is where I have the issue. The Falcons on offense, they're not weak on offense. The issue
They are not.
It's all defense.
They're not.
Sugary salt. Like they are sharp salt, dog. Sugary sweet and salt.
But you know what? But Mike, you said this yourself, Mike. When the offense and the defense are playing good, you have a connection somewhere. Mm-hmm. So if both teams are playing sound football, your team is going to be pretty good. I don't know what the disconnection is. I really don't. I don't know what the disconnection is, because our offense is elite.
Hey,
fight your mama if you disagree with me. Our defense, our offense is elite. It's elite.
Where disconnect you?
Yeah, man. I want to talk about this because I was just talking about it a little bit before you came on, Dre. The problem is, and I've been saying this for the Falcons for the longest time, is like it seems like we can't put it together. It's like when the offense is playing well, the defense is playing horrible. When the defense is actually getting stopped, then the offense can't move the ball. Like
seriously,
we can't recover an onside kick. Like it's always somebody that's not doing their job. And I always go back to it, man. I hate the Patriots; they are nemesis. But that was their slogan: "Do your job." Like we always saying, "Rise up" and all that stuff. But I feel like I said, players are not doing their job. It's like last night I was telling the guys before we came on. I feel like now guys are pressing, like they're overcompensating, like they're under so much pressure now that instead of them just going out there and doing their job and do routine, like I've never seen Calvin Ridley like slip on a comeback route or like drop passes. Like
missed the
last night,
drop, bro. Like it. You know what? This is what happens. This is what happens when you're not winning. It just it starts like a little P, and then it
yeah,
avalanches. It
it's
avalanches
mental.
like
It's mental
it
though.
really is. It really
Yes,
and it all starts with, like somebody said, it all starts with coaching. I think that somewhere between the coaching and the players, something got disconnected, and the players are like totally tuned out
yeah,
for whatever the mission is. The players are tuned out, and it's sad because our offense, like I said, our offense can ball. And,
yeah.
and our defense, yes, we have a lot. I mean, Casey just went down last night. But my question to anybody out here, and to you guys, when has our defense been decent? Even in the run we went to the Super Bowl, our defense wasn't that great. But they did what the Saints did in '09. They were opportunistic with turnovers, and they made
Yeah,
key plays. But
that's
when
it.
has
Hey,
our defense been like good? When has our
go ahead,
defense
go
been
ahead,
good?
dude. Go ahead.
Nah, that's
I
it
got
though. That's it, Dre. You on it, Dre. It's the taking the football away. Like I
Yeah,
keep telling everybody, you don't need the 85 Bears defense to win the championship. Like look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They don't have world beaters on that defense.
yeah,
And like Mike was talking about it when we were having a disagreement about Rex Ryan, why he was saying we need to bring Rex Ryan in, and he was saying like, Jew, we have enough talent on this team. I completely agree with that. When we're
hmm
healthy and we got guys out here making plays, we have enough talent to get to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. If you go back to that 2016 team, the core
hmm
nucleus of those guys are still here. Deion Jones is still here. Ricardo Allen is still here. Keanu Neal is still here. So we have the nucleus that can do this, put it together. I just feel like for whatever reason, and that's why I say I don't blame it all on coaching. I think it works hand in hand. Players have to step up and do their job at the end of the day. Yes, on coaching, but why does a coach have to motivate you? Like that's a professionalism type of thing. Like what Kevin said, if somebody's kicking my butt and we're on national TV, like you're the one on the camera. Like Dan Quinn's on the sideline. He's not in
yeah,
the camera like getting embarrassed. You're the one getting embarrassed in front of your family because I'm sure they have wives and kids and cousins
definitely.
and
Oh
family
yeah,
that's watching
definitely,
them, and like
definitely, yeah.
you're getting your butt kicked. Like that's more embarrassing to them. Like, and that's why I hate that the media keeps asking these players like about Dan Quinn's job. Like they don't care about that. And to me, if I was a player, I would be like, I don't care about Dan Quinn's job. I'm not fighting for Dan Quinn. I'm fighting to win the game. I'm fighting for myself because at the end of the day, I'm being evaluated. And that's where I think the accountability portion is not there. Because I've said it numerous times. If you're not performing, put them on the bench.
I
To
agree.
me,
I
it's
agree.
a problem with accountability. Like Mike was saying,
You know
players are
what,
not.
KStylez got? That's exactly what KStylez said. Hey, bro, kind of expand on that last point
Yeah,
about guys just not performing. I think I remember having a conversation with you when you was speaking on the fact that players just if the players not living up to expectation, they need to be benched. Kind of expand on that, bro.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I would say is that something needs to happen because I mean, yes, they say all the right things, coach say all the right things, Arthur Blank say all the right things, but all of us four, Maggie, all the Falcons fans, we saw a whole different thing last night. I saw players literally like not giving a fuck, not giving a fuck. Uh, and honestly, I don't care if it comes from the lesser players You're there to get a check. That's cool. But when I see it from my leaders, when I see it from my leaders on our team, that says a whole lot. When I see players that are getting paid 14, 15, 16 million dollars that are considered our captains and our stars, not giving a damn, that says a whole lot. It really does. So like I said before, I need Arthur Blank to get in the mirror and figure out what the fuck to do with this team, because it makes no sense that we have all this talent and we're underachieving. We shouldn't be 0-4. We should be. We should be 0-4. Those two games that we blew, we easily should be 2-1 right now. So something needs to happen. I'm not saying it happens now. I'm not saying it happens playoff time, but something needs to happen, because I'm tired. I'm tired of reading these headlines, because you already know the media hates Atlanta teams anyway. So now we're just giving them ammo to hate even more, because we're giving them that a reason to hate us. You know what I'm saying? They're waiting for the Braves to fuck up so they could just add that to the Falcons' failure. They're waiting for that. So I need something to happen between now and next season, or if it turns around this season, something needs to happen, because at this point I'm tired. I mean, I love my team, I love them, but at this point, it's like the child that doesn't want to listen, and you go put them in the corner. That's what I'm doing with the Falcons right now. I'm putting them in the corner right now until they get this shit right, because I'm tired. I'm tired of defending them right now, because it makes no sense how bad we're underachieving right now. It makes no sense that players are checking out, and the quarter of the season is done. It's not. It doesn't make no sense. It really don't. Like even last year, right? Even last year, even though that we were losing, I seen more heart last year. And that's why the Falcons turned it around and went 6-2. So I need more. I need more from that this year, and I don't see it. I don't see it right now.
Yeah, like kind of like
and
what
that's
Dre
the thing,
said.
Dre. Kevin, man, go ahead.
My bad, Mike. Go ahead, man.
No. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of like what Dre said about last year about playing the hardest, and I think one of y'all just said it here too. Is like your coach being on a hot seat should not be the reason why you play hard.
Right. You should play hard every game. You should play hard every game.
Exactly. Because just think about being a 9 to 5. We fuck up at our jobs. We get to play just like that.
Hey, bro, look, I got a good job at I got a good job at my company, but I'm surprised I haven't been fired yet, because I fucked up a lot. So yes, I agree with what Kevin's saying. Yes, because I could have been fired. I could have been fired a long time ago, because I fucked some shit up at my job. Yes. So, but go ahead, Kevin. I ain't mean to cut you off.
You must have a Dan Quinn clone running your company then.
Hey man, hey look, it is what it is, man. But at this point, man, it's just like you said, like y'all said, do your job. Do your job. I know football is a hard sport, but do your job, man. That's why Arthur Blank signs those checks. That's why we as fans watch you guys, because we want y'all to do good. And when y'all not doing good, it's what can we cheer for? I mean, really. Like, I don't drink anymore, but I was smoking a lot last night, so I can forget about this shit. So,
Oh man,
I'm gonna need
you know I'm going.
I'm gonna need these Falcons to get it together, man, because I'm running low on my stash, and they need to do better, man, for real.
Hey man, hey man. I'm just going to say this, Gil. Like, let's just go to this. Go to that. This super chat. Who's the nutritionist and strength and conditioning coach? Everyone is getting hurt quickly, and they always look out of shape in the second half. Woo, boy. Hey,
That's you know what? That's the crazy part. That's the crazy. No, wait. This all I want to say. This all I want to say. I'm gonna let you have it. The only thing I want to say is whoever the strength and conditioning coach is, he should have been fired 5 years ago because it's crazy how the same and the crazy thing about it is it's the same players getting hurt. It's the same players. But go ahead, Mike. But it's the same players, though, bro.
Go ahead. KStylez, go, bro.
Okay. The nutritionist, somebody tell SpongeBob SquarePants to get his ass up off this team.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, seriously, like, I don't know. It's like, it's Tack, it's Canal, it's Ricardo. I'm like, bro, it's the same people every year. Like, dog, like, what the hell going on, man? Like, really, like, what's going on, man?
These boys got tattooed out for the season on their bodies. That's how bad.
And honestly, I've never seen it this bad. Like, even with the Jim Moore days, I've never seen our defense or our team in general get hit with the injury bug year after year. I've never seen it.
Yeah, man. I never seen it either. I put it on Twitter yesterday. Like, we're gonna have players going both ways like this high school in a minute. We're gonna have to put Calvin Ridley at defensive back in a minute or safety. It was getting ridiculous last night. And I don't know if I can put that on strength and conditioning coaches. Like, at the end of the day, as much money as these players make, you should be able to keep yourself in shape,
bro.
So I don't know all of these injuries.
I will say this. I agree with you on that. But I also think the fact that they didn't have an off season or training camp or a preseason of sorts. It's a lot different when it's a lot different when you're training by yourself than you getting out on the field and you're actually in gear making plays. I think I think with the corona affecting the off season, you see a lot more injuries in the NFL. Like, I mean, I've seen like a lot of star players are getting hurt. I mean, look, we got Julio, KZ's out. McGarity might not be playing that much. You know, it's sad that it's happening. So I mean, I agree with what you're saying, Drew, but at the same time, with no kind of preparation to get ready to play football, because you could train by yourself all you want to. You don't, but the thing about it is, you don't have no pads on. You're not hitting nobody. You're not playing a full game. So at the same time, I agree with what you're saying, but a lot of NFL players miss that preparation to get ready for the regular season, and you see it now because a lot, like I said, Saquon Barkley, Nick Bosa, Julio Jones. It's a lot of star players that are out because of that. So I mean, I know we say preseason is a waste of time, but at the same time, players need that and off season and training camp to get ready for a full 16, well now 17, a 17 game season, and on top of that, it's an extra playoff spot to vie for now. Rona threw a lot of shit off as far as sports in general.
Yeah, I agree with you. What I'm talking about is the years that we didn't have Corona, Dre. That's all I was talking about. It's like,
I mean, like I said, 5 years.
Yeah.
We had
what was the excuse in 2018? What was the excuse in 2019? Like, they won't even know Corona out there.
Like, hey, look, like I said before, I said it. AB has to get up and get in the mirror and figure out what the hell's going on, because this is not working. It's not working.
This ain't gonna cut it.
It's not. It really isn't. It really isn't. And I hate to say it because I pride on my Falcons team. I talk a lot of shit at work, and right now the Falcons are like they're not giving me nothing to talk about except the fact that we're 0-4. That's the only thing. You gotta laugh from crying.
Yeah. So, that's true.
You really do. You really do.
Therapy.
I want to kind of backtrack. I don't know if you want me to backtrack, but I kind of want to backtrack, bro. On a question that was asked earlier about Dan Quinn and why he's been here this long. I want to kind of backtrack on that because it's kind of like me and Mike talked about this off air before about, us getting to the Super Bowl in 16, and it was the same thing with Vic Beasley. It's like when you've seen success, it's hard to sometimes move on. Like y'all seen with Pat McKinley, we didn't pick up his 5th-year option, but with Vic, because he led the league in sacks that one season, it's kind of like I've seen the best of this person. So you want to believe that, man, I can pull that back out of this person some way, somehow. And I think that's the deal with Dan Quinn and Arthur Blank. I really don't think Arthur Blank is so much in love with Dan Quinn. I think he just likes the fact that he got the team to the Super Bowl, and he's like, well, this is a Super Bowl head coach that got us there, and really was like, what, overtime away from winning it, or 4th quarter away from winning it. So he's kind of like, I think he was stuck in the rock and a hard place about, man, should I just cut bait with this guy, or should I give this guy a chance? It was the same thing kind of with Vic Beasley, how last year we kind of gave him that prove it year. I think that's kind of what the issue is with Arthur Blank and Dan Quinn. I don't really think he has a love affair with him. I think it's just he's had so much success early on that it's like, do I believe, was that fool's gold? Can I really believe that was Dan Quinn, or was that Kyle Shanahan? Like, what was it? Because me and Mike's talked about it. You don't accidentally just walk into the Super Bowl or get a team to the Super Bowl. So I think the reason he's been here as long as he has, that Super Bowl kind of bought him time. But I've been telling everybody, even on my channel, it's like, this is his last chance. Like, if he don't get this team to the playoffs and make a deep playoff push, it's over. Like, this is it. Like, Rich McKay, he's going to talk AB out of bringing him back. Like, even if we go on the stretch where we win a bunch of games, where we end up somehow in the playoffs or something like that, he's not coming back because Arthur Blank has already set his bar. And Rich McKay is the type of guy where he's a true operator. Because he's won the championship with the Buccaneers. He knows how to, build a championship winning, organization. So he's not going to let Arthur Blank, like after this year, I don't care if we go on a long winning streak at the end of the season, kind of how we did the last 2 seasons. That's not going to be able to save Dan Quinn this year. Even injuries, that's not going to be able to save. Like, no excuses. At this point, Rich McKay, I think, has his post on the team right now. He's going to make sure Arthur Blank makes the right decision. And he's going to make sure Arthur Blank doesn't bring him back for one more season just to ride it out. He's going after this season if he doesn't get it done.
Yeah, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, I agree with him. I mean, this was your last chance. They gave you more toys to play with, and you done broke them.
Man, look, it's crazy like that. And then because I want to say, go ahead, Kay. I'll wait till you finish. No, go ahead.
Like you said, like Mike said this before. Like I said, the GM really works for the head coach because the head coach tells the GM what players that he wants.
Facts.
So you get you got the toys you want, but the culture that you're bringing here, like Drew said, like I said, he got us to the Super Bowl, but what we know the NFL as a what have you done for me lately league.
Facts.
There you go.
Big fact.
Not for long.
Big
NFL. Not for long.
Big fact.
NFL, not for long.
Hey, how that song goes? What have you done for me lately? What Janet Jackson sung that song, right? So
yeah, I mean,
but
it like I said, since that Super Bowl, it's trended down. And and like I said, Quinn has fired all assistants and coaches that was under him, scapegoating everybody. But the results are getting worse and worse. Man, what's the common denominator?
You know what? You know what? And I want to ask you guys this before y'all. Do you think? And I think I asked this earlier, but I want to get y'all clarification on this. Do you think the fact of the matter is the way we lost Super Bowl 51, that's been a mental block for Dan Quinn because we lost 2 games in that similar fashion to the Cowboys and the Bears? Do you think that it's a mental block with Dan Quinn? No? Okay.
Nope. It's not an excuse anymore, especially when you got new players. That's not the same team it was in 2016. It would be an excuse if it was the same players. It's not the same players. It's becoming a culture and a habit. That's on the coach. That's Dan Quinn. That's what
I'm saying. That's why on Quinn. You think Quinn is like he gets to this place where He's winning the game, and then he has a flashback to Super Bowl 51, and he's trying not to lose the game, and then we end up losing the game because he
I
has
don't think
that mental.
I don't think that's it. It's all in how he like.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm saying no, and it's just as simple as this.
Mm-hmm.
Every time the Falcons get up,
mm-hmm.
every time they get up, he go back to the exact same thing. So it's not a mental block. It's a part of his DNA and his scheme. He like one thing as being a coach, as just being a human being, period, you got to learn how to adapt. If you don't learn how to adapt and you keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again, and you keep wondering like, why is this shit happening to me? It's no longer on anybody else. It's not the players. It's not your cousin, your auntie, sister, cousin, brother. It ain't nobody else's fault. It's your fucking fault because you keep losing the exact same way. The exact same way. So it's more so on your philosophy than anything. It's his philosophy. He wants to get his philosophy over, and he will die trying to get it over. And that's the issue. We don't have the same players. You don't have a lot of same coaches. We don't have the same coaches. But people moving the same way. The only player the two people that's still here from that Super Bowl team is the head coach and the GM. Those are the two guys that still remain here. So that tells you everything that you need to know. If the same issues are, you don't fire every coach, you don't get rid of all the players, and you still having the same issue. It's all in the philosophy, man. It's all in the philosophy. We get up, he wants to back up. He wants to play soft. You see it time again. That's why
I said that I think he has a mental block because I think when he gets up big, he gets shook. He gets shook because,
like I said,
because if you look, it's just this. Like I said with the team last night, how they look. I just looked at the demeanor of Dan Quinn when teams like the Cowboys game and the Cowboys game and the Bears game. When they was coming back, I just saw the body language on Dan Quinn, like he was just like, "Oh shit, here we go again," and he just like he freezes. It's like, bro, like as much as I hate to say it because I hate that team down the games, but you came from a winning program in Florida. You saw how Florida, you worked under Urban Meyer. You saw how a great coach wills his team to the championship. You know
hold on. William, what can you hold on. Hey, bro. Like it's more people in here than you. All right. Talking about like, can't y'all stop talking and read our comments? We're reading the comments. That's what we're doing. We read everybody's comments.
You know what? There's a comment I wanted to look at, and I want to bring it up if I can find it. Let me scroll up because this stuff like this irks my nerves when people say this. If I can find it. Let me find it. Hold on. This one. This one right here. This one right here. For the love of God, to everybody out there within the sound of my voice, Matt Ryan is not the problem. So everybody's talking about tanking for Trevor, tanking for Justin. Matt Ryan is not the problem. Because I'm going to say this. If say we do get rid of Matt Ryan or he retires or we trade him and then we go and draft a Trevor Lawrence or a Justin Fields and they start to suck, y'all going to want to trade them too? Y'all going to want them to leave? You going to want to say Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence suck? So that whole tank for Trevor, tank for Justin, just kill it.
You see how
because I'm gonna tell you like this.
Quick they turn on Big B.
Because I'm
facts.
Right, because I'm telling you
almost every year, but he didn't get 20 sacks. Because they turned on him, they turned on Freeman, they turned on Julio. Honey.
Well, I mean,
y'all some
I'm
suckers.
Guilty because I'm guilty because I turned on.
There's some damn
All I'm saying is this. All I'm
Oh, no,
saying is
you
I
didn't.
turn.
You said Julio
I,
go get your money. No, you didn't.
well,
No, you
yes, I
didn't.
turn.
No, you
I've
didn't. You
turned.
said Julio go get your money.
I did say Julio get your money, but at the same time, I was critical of him when he dropped that pass in Dallas. I told Julio that with your pterodactyl arms, you should have
I'm
caught that
not talking
ball.
about
You know
that.
what I'm
No,
saying?
no,
But
I ain't
that's
talking
his
about
game, though.
But
that.
this
That's
all I'm saying.
we're talking about. We stuck at
All I'm saying is this: is that for everybody that says to tank for them, stop it, because not everybody could be a Justin Herbert. Nobody can throw a touchdown pass on their first play of the game. Shout out to Matt Ryan. I had to put that in there because he did that. If Justin if Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence comes in and stinks up the joint, I know majority of the Falcon fans because I'm a fan and I see how y'all act. If Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence comes in and have a terrible season or a terrible game, y'all gonna be like, trade him, get rid of him. We don't need him. Because that's how y'all are. And I say it before and I'll say it again. We have the worst fan base in sports. We do. We have the worst. Y'all are so fickle about things. Y'all are so fickle about everything. It's one thing to criticize the team because I criticize the team all the time. I've criticized everybody from Matt Ryan to Julio to the bench warmer to the coach, everybody. But some of y'all motherfuckers take that shit way overboard. Y'all talk about moving that team to LA. Y'all talk about disbanding the team. Y'all talk about Arthur Blanks to sell the team or some shit. Y'all go way overboard. And it's funny how y'all get so aggravated. But as soon as the Falcons turn around and we make a run, here y'all come with that same bullshit. I'm like, bro, hey, look, stay your ass outside. Don't get in. Don't don't get in. Cause we don't need your fake fandom hood to come back and contaminate the people that are actually cheering for
and
this team.
that's
I
the
don't
question I
need
want.
that.
This is the question I got for y'all, man. This is Jew. I'm gonna go with you, man. I'm not sure what everybody's I'm not sure what everybody's 2 point conversion is gonna be, but I gotta address this now. Like I gotta address this now. And Drake kind of said it, but what like
Yeah. I don't
what's
have to
so
say my
special
two.
about Trevor Lawrence?
You know what? I don't have to say my 2 point conversion because I pretty much said it. Everybody that wants to tank for Trevor, everybody wants to take
Yeah,
for Justin Fields.
Jew,
I don't have to
Jew,
say
what
anything
about
else.
Jew.
What's up, man? I mean, Trevor Lawrence, I feel like this. I don't care what quarterback you have. If you don't have all three phases on your team, far as football goes, you can't win a Super Bowl. Mike has
Yeah.
said it numerous times. Like you need a front office, you need a great head coach and a great coaching staff. You need offense, you need defense, you need special teams. Like it's everything. So having a great quarterback, we already have a great quarterback. So what are you doing? That's like saying, let's get rid of Julio Jones and let's go out and get DeAndre Hopkins or Michael Thomas. Like, you're not doing anything if you swap out. Like, say we do bring in another great quarterback. We're going to be saying the same thing we're saying every Sunday. Matt Ryan put up 39 points against the Cowboys. So what is Trevor Lawrence going to do? Put up 50 and then we lose 60 to 50? Like, there's no difference if you
They
still
go,
got the
hey look,
same
hey look,
defense.
hey look,
Like,
they gonna be talking about trading him too. That's how Falcon fans are. If shit don't
exactly.
go, if shit don't go their way, they want to trade everybody.
Right. But I'm just like, Trevor, like we said, Trevor's not a defensive player. Like our problem is not our offense. So why would we bring in more? That's like saying let's go get another running back and another wide receiver. That was my biggest issue with bringing in Calvin Ridley. Like I love Calvin Ridley,
Woo.
but the year we drafted
Shout
him, I'm
out to
like,
Lane for that.
yeah, I'm
Shout
like,
out to Lane Cook for that comment, right?
But I will say this about Calvin Ridley. I think with Calvin Ridley getting drafted, it was kind of like when we drafted Julio because he was going to be the successor to Roddy White. And I said it plenty of times when Julio retires or if Julio gets traded, Calvin Ridley's going to assume that role. That's what I thought it was. Because we didn't really have another target on that side to kind of take away from them tripling Julio. So that was
yeah,
my opinion. That was my opinion. But
I get
I
that,
mean,
but I
yeah.
feel like you didn't have to use a pick on it. Like how many times you see in the draft where you'll see a guy not even picked in the first round and he'd be a decent number 2. Like you don't even need 2 great wide receivers to win in the NFL. Like I feel like what the Falcons are paying for right now is for improper drafting. Like we didn't draft the correct players. If we would have been drafting in the trenches like we're supposed to, and we got Grady Jarrett a running mate, and we actually built a defense. Like we always want to complain about pass rush, but we never take the top guys that's right there. We don't take a bunch of guys out of Alabama, like the top guys. We're always trying to bargain bin and pick up. Like we didn't know Grady Jarrett was even going to be Grady Jarrett. I'm like, the reason I was pushing so hard for Derek Brown this year, I'm like, trade up because I know he's an impact player. Look at the Carolina Panthers. They're 2-2 for a reason. And it's because Derek Brown, go cut on the tape of Derek Brown. He's a problem. We're going to see him this week. He's a problem on that defensive line. He's getting a lot of push. He's a problem in the running game. Just imagine having him in the middle with Grady Jarrett. Like teams wouldn't be able to run the football, and Aaron Rodgers wouldn't have had that time in the pocket he had last night. Because last night, the biggest issue I seen for the defense, we keep ragging on the secondary, but there was no pressure on Aaron Rodgers. He had all night to sit back there and throw the football. So if you have no pressure, that's the number one issue with our team on defense. Like I said, pressure.
Like I said before, that's why it all coincides with what I said. Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields can't play defense.
Exactly.
They can't play defense. So everybody talking about it's the quarterback's fault. And like I said, I should share the picture on my page. I'm gonna make it public. Look at that picture. And I'm sure Maggie shared it on her page as well. Look at that picture. I saw like 3 Packers open. And I saw an Atlanta safety on their back. That pretty much summarizes how our defense is. Terrible. I'm like, I could have made a better stand than that. And that's what it all goes back to, where I think that Aaron Rodgers showed mercy on us, because they could have went 50, 60 yards on us last night. That's how bad our defense was, because I watched the game and it amazed me how many Packers was just running freely down the field because our defense was that terrible. So to everybody saying it's Matt Ryan's fault, y'all need to watch the defense of what they did last night.
Eat a D. That's what you need to do. Eat a D.
Yeah.
I said eat it.
Cause that whole blaming Matt Ryan for us losing last night, y'all did not watch the defense last night, because like I said, Aaron Rodgers showed mercy on us last night, because he could have easily went bananas. He easily could have.
Hey, Styles, man, what you got about that issue with
Trevor Lawrence and them?
Yeah, just
what is there to say? I mean, like you said, the offense is not the.
Not the problem.
Offense is not the fucking problem.
It's not. It's not the problem. It's not the problem.
Like
it
you
really
said,
isn't.
Like I said, when you have defenders looking around, confused about where the hell they should be,
falling on their back. The dude was literally on his back.
This dude was making snow angels.
He was literally on his back.
He was making on grass.
Yeah, he was literally on his back. That summarizes our season. The dude was on the back. He was like, "Fuck it, catch it. I don't give a shit. Catch it. I don't give a fuck."
Yeah, and like you said, it's like buying a Ferrari with a lawnmower engine.
He gonna drive that bitch 2 miles an hour.
That thing ain't gonna make it to 2 miles an hour. That thing gonna make it the one that bitch gonna explode.
And the crazy thing about it is he's not even lying. That's how bad that's the state of the Falcons. We got the Ferrari outside, but our engine is a lawnmower, bro.
But I also want to get into this question right here. It said, why do we always make players play out of position?
Oh boy.
I think it's to cover up how weak the scheme is.
It's like you said, it's coaching, man. It's coaching.
Mm-hmm. It's coaching, and we don't draft right. We don't draft right. That's the problem. We don't draft what we need. We always want to take a sexy player. That's why I don't like TD, dog. TD always want to take the sexy pick. Who's the top wide receiver? Who's the top running back? Who's the top cornerback? We need to draft some head busters. We need to grab the big ugly. That's what wins football games.
Exactly.
You don't got to be pretty. Look at the teams that are winning. They get ugly. Tennessee last year, they was one of the ugliest teams. All they did was run the ball, but they went in there and they whooped the Patriots at their own game. They said, we're going to dominate you. We're going to run the ball right at you.
And then they go to Baltimore and whoop
and
Baltimore.
run through. As Mike said, ran through them. Exactly. That's my point. Like, if you have a physical team and some head busters, you don't need to be pretty. That's our biggest problem. And that's one thing that I do like about Rex Ryan is if he does come here, he going to get some head busters on this team. He's going to make sure we have a defense. He going to make sure we have an identity, because that's one of the biggest problems with this Falcons team as well. We don't know what we want to be.
Facts.
Dan Quinn forever preaching fast and physical, but we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. We don't know what we want to do and who we want to be. We don't know if we want to be an offensive team. We don't know if we want to be a defensive team. At least if Rex Ryan came here, we know we're going to be a defensive-minded team. And that's why I always say it makes Mike sick. I say this is an offensive team. I say it all the time. This is an offensive team. Look at who PD drafted, and this is an offensive-minded football team. We want to act like we got tough guys like Tack and stuff like that, but we soft. That's the problem. We're a finesse team. We're a soft football team, dog.
I got a question for everybody here, and this kind of pertain to what y'all talking about now. Do you want a female that's a 5 that can do everything in the household, or do you want a 10 that can't do a damn thing?
Sure, give me the 5. Give me the 5.
Exactly.
Give me the 5.
Give me the 5.
Give me the 5. Hey, look. I dated some 5s, and I've dated some 5s, and they was better than the 10. So hey, it is what it is. I've dated some 5s.
But that goes to Jules' point. Like you said, championships are won in the trenches. We all know it.
Hey, what's the saying? How the saying go? Offense puts butt in the seats, but defense win championships.
You can
win championship. That's it.
Yeah, defense win championships. And the crazy stat about it is that when a number one offense meets a number one defense in the Super Bowl, the number one defense is 5-1. Something to think about. Something to think about right there. So you know what I'm saying?
Number 8 we was going into that game, the number 8 offense in the league. So offense clearly ain't winning no games.
Exactly. Defense like I said, that Super Bowl, granted that we had the offense was running the show, but the Patriots made some key defensive plays. So even Alford made a play to put us up. So defense is going to win you a championship. I don't care what everybody say. Offense, I mean, yeah, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year, but guess what? They played defense because they was down. So they played defense to get back in their game and eventually win it. So I don't care what nobody says about the offense. The defense is going to get you a championship, and right now the Falcons are seriously lacking in that department right now.
Like I said, the defense is running around with shit stained drawers on right now. And
Bruh,
they ain't clean.
Like I said, I'm gonna post that pic again. The dude, whoever that safety was, I don't know who it was for Atlanta. He was laying on his back, and the receiver was running wide open. I don't know who it was.
Jamal Carter.
I don't even know who it was. All I know is he was laying on his back, and I was like, you know what? That pretty much summarizes our season right there. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I said. That's the first thing I said. What the fuck? Like, seriously.
Exactly. So
what the fuck? This dude
I don't know.
On the ground, laying on his back.
And you know what? It wasn't even like a slip my bag, get back up. He was on his back like you know how the Beatles get on their back and they can't get up. He had his legs up and his hands up. I was like, look at this damn Beetle back there, bro.
Yeah, like
they put the smelling salt on it.
Something, man. I mean, I don't know, bro. I really don't know because, like I said, it hurts my heart because we could be so much better, but something has to happen. It really does. Something has to happen.
Hey, and Sizzle Game, he said my Julio Jones should get the Larry Fitzgerald, and this is what I agree with wholeheartedly, and yeah, I'll just say that now because I really want to go in. No, I'll say that for later. That's actually going to be my that's going to be my 2-point convert. So I will say that. That's I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. We live in a society right now. Honestly, we live in a society that we think just because the guy who is the sexy person, the sexy person, the sexy woman, the sexy man, the best player on the team. These guys are perceived as the team, the reason why the team is winning, and that's the wrong way to think about it. Like when you look at, I use LeBron James as a perfect example. LeBron James knows that he's not winning anything by himself. Why the hell you think he keep going from team to team to team to team? He don't want to work hard, and two, he know you can do it alone. But somehow, Falcons fans think that you're going to draft a quarterback that's going to cure all. You're not just draft quarterbacks. You're going to draft a mobile quarterback, and it's going to cure all it pass like that. This is the thing that really irritates me when I hear people say if you want to stop from getting sacks and getting pressure on the quarterbacks, well, you need to get a mobile quarterback. Like mobile quarterbacks run themselves into in a sacks a lot of times. Like Patrick Mahomes, for example. It's like this is a stat last year that a lot of people don't even know. He had 10 first down runs. Patrick Mahomes had 15. But somehow people think that having a mobile quarterback equals more success. It's not. It doesn't work that way. And see, that's the issue. It doesn't. Mobile quarterbacks cause more problems than they actually solve. And that's the issue. It just looks great. It looks great. Offensive linemen can't stand mobile quarterbacks. Why? Because they don't know whether he's going to be. Michael Vick is the worst nightmare. Deshaun Watson, those guys are the worst nightmare. They don't know as an offensive lineman. You want to know where your quarterback is. So if he puts a guy outside and Mike Vick decide he want to go outside, the offensive line just puts him into a sack, and it makes the offensive lineman look bad. You know what I'm saying? It makes the offensive lineman look bad. So when all come down to it, man, we really just have to stop this narrative that mobile quarterbacks equals better protection and success. And it's not that way, man. It really isn't that way, man. I don't honestly, I just don't know, man. I don't know why or what's is going to take to change Falcons fans' mentality, but it doesn't work that way. Mobile quarterbacks are not better. Oftentimes, they make offensive line and the offense much worse. It makes them much worse. Just look at what they. Let's just look at one. Look at Texans. That offense is atrocious. That offense is atrocious. They just got it. They thought they was gonna bring in a running back, pair him with a quarterback, Deshaun Watson. Everything was gonna be fixed. Your offensive line is still trash, and you got a quarterback that can't stay in the pocket because he wants to run and create. The offense is atrocious. So
man, he got fired, so he's good.
Yeah, it's like there's a big difference between a mobile quarterback and a guy that's mobile in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, because if you look at Patrick Mahomes, is not really a mobile quarterback. But if you're talking about just a Michael Vick type of quarterback, this league, that's not going to work. Defenses are too fast.
And defense are too smart, is what you were saying. In KStylez, a piggyback off of that. Look at Lamar Jackson when he faced the Kansas City Chiefs, when they actually scheme up against him, when he's trying to run, when they actually put up a scheme, like in the playoffs, he's 0-2 so far. And it's because teams know how to scheme for that for a running quarterback. Another thing that Mike was talking about when he was talking about the offensive lineman, you make them look bad. You also make the wide receivers look bad when you're running around like that back there because you throw off the timing. They're running certain routes, and that ball should be coming out on those timing routes should be coming out at a certain point in that route. But if you're out there just playing backyard football and running around back there, you make your wide receivers look bad as well. It's only certain times where you'll see like an Aaron Rodgers or a Patrick Mahomes where they're scrambling around. Most of the time, they're throwing that ball with anticipation on time. And that's the biggest thing. Like what Mike was saying is, mobile quarterbacks, they get sacked more. Most of the times, they get sacked more than a pocket quarterback. Your safest place for a quarterback is in the pocket. When you leave the pocket, me and Mike was having a conversation, and I was talking about RG3. When RG3 got injured, he got hit by Haloti Ngata, the fattest dude on the field, the slowest dude possibly on the field. And he was outside the pocket running, thinking I'm faster than him, and he got caught. And normally, you get caught if you're a mobile quarterback. Eventually, you're going to get caught, especially if you're a quarterback that doesn't know how to slide and stuff like that, like Michael Vick, who was out there just being reckless. So if you look at the major injuries that happen, most major injuries for quarterbacks happen outside of the pocket when they're scrambling. And most of the times, it's those quarterbacks that rely on scrambling that get injured.
Oh, yeah. I would say Desmond Capel, appreciate the 199, man. He said he liked what he saw. 199.
Hey, hold on. I want to highlight this, and I'm going to laugh. And y'all can laugh with me when I post this.
Matt Ryan is a hyped up Tony Romo.
And none of y'all don't even respond to that. Just tell them to go watch my video from about a year ago. Just go to Jew Talk Sports and watch my video. I did a breakdown on Matt Ryan and Tony Romo. I did like an hour video on that. So go watch it. We're not going to even respond to you. Tony Romo never even made an NFC Championship game. Stop.
That's funny. That's funny.
To the playoffs.
Why?
No,
my question was, why?
And the fact that he made to the playoffs and they lost. They were 13-3 in the number 1 seed and they lost. So
ask him how many MVPs does Tony Romo have?
That's funny. It's funny, man. I mean, they see we sitting here trying to tell them what the problem is, but they still want to blame Matt Ryan.
Like I said, newsflash, Matt Ryan is not Michael Vick. I gotta stop living in the past.
They won't, because as long as, like I said, as long as they got Mike Vick on the brain, they'll never. Like I said, Matt Ryan could win 2 Super Bowls and they'd be like, he should have won 3.
Exactly.
You have to remember with Michael Vick, we never had back-to-back winning seasons.
Let them keep playing that. Let them keep making that. Let them keep playing that Madden. That's what they want to do. Let them keep playing that Madden.
Yeah, I gotta stop listening. Like I said, you got a whole bunch of people that want to be like Mel Kiper Jr. up in this motherfucker.
Trying to tell you. Trying to tell you, man.
It ain't gonna work.
You know how I go. But I ain't mean to put that on there. But I just saw that and I figured we'd get a good laugh out of that.
I just want to know why. What's the reasoning you say that? If you don't, like I said, if you ain't got a reason why, you can't ask that question.
Right. You know how I go. They quick to blame him. So yeah. I mean, yeah, granted, Vic got us to the NFC Championship game, but he didn't get us to a Super Bowl though. So
yeah.
You know my feelings about my feelings about Michael Vick. I'll be here for a whole hour talking about how that man ain't shit.
But yeah, just like y'all talking about with Lamar Jackson in that playoff game, like I said, that scheme that San Diego and Kansas City ran on them, they put all safeties and corners on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot. We got all athletes out here that can match your speed.
Run if you want to. Run at your own cost.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. So But yeah, that's all I got to say. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say. I pretty much did my 2 point conversion on all y'all, so I'm good. I don't have to say nothing else.
Yeah, let's just hold on 1 second.
Boy, y'all funny in these comments though. Y'all funny in these comments. Y'all funny in these comments, man.
Is that fire?
There it is. Look at that. Look at the dude in the back. Look at the dude in
That's
the back.
what
Is on
I
his,
was talking about.
yeah. Look at the dude in the back. Motherfucker on his back like a damn beetle. Look at that shit. But it's Matt Ryan's fault though. I don't. Hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. Anybody out there do y'all see Matt Ryan out there on that defense? Do y'all see Matt Ryan anywhere?
Now they're gonna say Matt Ryan was the deep safety on that play.
That's brother. Matt Ryan was on his back. That's why the court. That's why he caught the ball. That's why he caught the ball. That's why I said Aaron Rodgers showed mercy on us last night because they could have killed us last night. So they really could have if they wanted. If Aaron Rodgers was on his shit, he showed mercy. So he really did because they could have easily hung 50 on us last night if he wanted to. If they wanted to.
2 point conversion. I was about to say, Drew, you want to go ahead and start this off?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and start it off. And since we're talking about Matt Ryan, I got my Matt Ryan jersey on. It seemed like we always got to defend Matt Ryan. I don't know what it is about fan bases and them hating on their quarterback more than anybody. I feel like we defend Matt Ryan on every show after every single game, no matter what he does, whether he throws for 400 yards, whether he throws for 300 yards, whether he scores 39 points. Like at the end of the day, it takes a team to win a Super Bowl. Point blank in the period. We saw Aaron Rodgers last night. He throws one of the prettiest footballs. How many Super Bowls has he played in? How many has he won? He has one Super Bowl trophy. He's arguably one of the best quarterbacks ever. And the reason he only has one Super Bowl is because his defenses has been god awful. That's the reason. And that just goes to show you, it doesn't matter how great you are as an individual. In football, it takes a team. If you don't have a defense that can get turnovers, I remember them going up against the Arizona Cardinals, and I think he put up 40-plus points. That game went into overtime, and they ended up losing to the Cardinals when they had Carson Palmer and Larry Fitzgerald, and they went into overtime, and he threw that crazy pass to Fitzgerald, and he ran like 80 yards with it and got it down, and then he did the shuffle pass to Larry Fitzgerald for the game winner. It's been a ton of games where Aaron Rodgers has been in shootout. He only has one Super Bowl trophy because you're not going to always be able to outduel every team. And that's the reason why our Falcons need a defense. Point blank in the period. Matt Ryan can be as great as he want to be as an individual. Dan Marino was one of those quarterbacks just like Matt Ryan. Was a great. Threw one of the prettiest footballs also. But he never won a Super Bowl because he didn't have the team around him. He played in the Super Bowl. He got there, but he never won. He's a Hall of Famer. Warren Moon. He was one of the best players, one of the best quarterbacks. Never won a Super Bowl. Steve McNair, one of the best quarterbacks of his time, went to a championship game where they got stopped at like the 1 yard line against the Rams when they were the St. Louis Rams in '99. It's a ton of quarterbacks that were great. They were great Hall of Famers, but it takes a team. Until you have a great team around you, it doesn't matter. Even Patrick Mahomes, as much as we praise Patrick Mahomes, look at all of the weapons Patrick Mahomes has. He probably has one of the best supporting casts, if not the best supporting cast in football, and some of the best coaches. Andy Reid is arguably one of the greatest coaches of all time. So if you guys want to keep talking about Matt Ryan and why he's not great and he has all of these weapons, name me a quarterback that didn't have weapons. All of the great quarterbacks that we talk about, the historically great quarterbacks that won multiple Super Bowls, had great teams around them. Not just great offenses, but great teams around them. The Dallas Cowboys and Troy Aikman, when they won those 3 Super Bowls, he had Charles Haley on the defensive side of the ball. He had a Darren Woodson. On the offensive side, he had an Emmitt Smith. He had a Michael Irvin. You need those greats. Joe Montana had a Jerry Rice. So as much as we want to complain, he had a Roger Craig. So as much as we talk about Matt Ryan and why he's not a great quarterback because he doesn't have a Super Bowl, we really need to be giving Matt Ryan his flowers now, because if we trade him away or if he decides to retire, because what a lot of you Falcon fans don't realize is sometimes players get fed up with just losing, and they get fed up with the media, and they'll just retire early. Look at Barry Sanders. Look at Megatron when he was on the Detroit Lions. A lot of times when players get tired of losing and tired of being embarrassed, they'll just give up in the middle of their career. Like, they'll leave in their prime. Because Barry Sanders was still in his prime. Megatron was still in his prime. He could have kept playing, but he got tired of losing. He got tired of the dysfunction of the organization. So we better be glad that Matt Ryan is sticking around. He's actually out here laying blocks and doing all this extra stuff that he don't have to do. Because really, me and Mike have talked about this, and we've talked about this numerous times on our Heavy Hitter show. If Matt Ryan retires right now, he's going into the Hall of Fame. So he doesn't need this. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need this. And he really deserves better than this. As much as we laugh about it and, laugh at him throwing blocks and stuff like that, I really wonder what's in the back of Julio Jones and what's in the back of Matt Ryan's mind right now. Like, if we do go 0-16, or if we do have a terrible season, are they going to stick around for another season like this? Because they might not want to stick around for another coaching regime that comes in. They might call it quits. And then we really going to be back, going back to the days of Joey Harrington and the quarterbacks we had. Or we going to draft one of these young guys, and then what if these young guys are not as good as we think they are? Because I know a lot of us think that the Justin Fields and the kid that plays for Clemson, that these guys are going to come right in and be that, Patrick Mahomes, but that rarely happens. Patrick Mahomes lucked up to get drafted by an organization that had a great coach and and put pieces around him. It's a time when Matt Ryan actually got with us for us to build around him. So all I've got to say is we need to give Matt Ryan his respect. He's one of the only players that not only is a great player, but he gives back to the organization and he gives back to the community. He speaks out not just on on the field and off the field. He also gives back to the community. So we really need to give Matt Ryan his flowers while he's still here, because to me, Matt Ryan is very underrated. Everybody says he's overrated, but he's very underrated, and we need to give that man his flowers, man, because he only has a couple more years left, and then we really gonna see. Like, we think we're a bad team now. Just wait till we have that quarterback carousel where we're trying to find another franchise quarterback, and then we really gonna be wishing that Matt Ryan was still here. I'll leave it at that.
All right, man. I'm just gonna. Can you hear?
Yeah, can you hear me?
All right. Hey, what's going on, man? Let me say this right. Let me say this real quick, man. I just got to call out the fan base right now, real quick. All you guys who follow us, man, come on. Y'all gonna let a 14-year-old boy come on our show? Y'all too scared. I done sent out so many invitations for you guys to come on the show. And this guy, what? How old are you, Angela?
14.
14 years old. He got more balls than you guys do. Grown ass men are afraid to come on the show and speak. Come on, dog. That what's on your mind, Angela, man?
Well, I just want to say, love this show, man. It's incredible, man. Lose every week. That's how I get happy again. So, like, Dan Quinn's got to go. I'm tired of this bald-headed dude. I don't even know how he got the job. I ain't got the expert eyes.
Watch your language. Watch your language.
But I'm pretty sure I seen 3 people open at one point. And I don't know who this Tanyan dude is, but he lit us up. I don't know what's wrong with the Achilles, but it's like it's hitting the safety every year for us. Like,
yeah,
these dudes got the injury bug. Like, do y'all realize it's for that secondary? Most of them dudes are in their contract year. None of them should be back. You can go ahead and put that in books. Neil's gone. I thought KZ was good, but he's gone. Rico's getting cut. I'm about tired of him. AJ Terrell's the best we got. And I ain't like the pick at first, but I think he's got potential. Maybe he could become a Darius Slay. But we need another corner. I hate getting corners every year. Well, we got to do it until we hit the good luck. Because we ain't got no pass rushers. I ain't even know Marlon Davidson was still on the team. This dude, bruh, it's just frustrating. My folks take off from work for this stuff. Bruh, all I can do is laugh. This is pathetic.
You figure the fact.
If he don't stop using that weak cover 6, I'm gonna catch a body. I mean, this dude just looked dumb on the sideline. He looked pathetic on the sideline, and I'm just like, man, we really hired this dude. Like, if they don't put on their big boy boots and go out there and play, I don't know how many times I gotta blow up their Instagram, bro. I'm praying that night. I'm like, please don't blow this. When they get a touchdown, I'm like, I'm not even happy no more. I can't even celebrate. Cause I'm like, we gonna blow this. I'm heated. We was on that field for 20 plays and then do squat. We done wasted 13 minutes to do squat. And like I used to not like Matt Ryan, but now I see, bro. I see him go to that bench every time. Throws his helmet on the floor. And these cats out here looking dumb. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but if a man laughs at me throwing a football in the end zone with him wide open, I mean, the brother tripped, swung that thing to the touchdown. Dude was wide open. Social distancing. We've been practicing this joint since week 1.
Hey, man. You're right, though, bro. You're right. Hey, man.
Dante Fowler can't get a pressure.
Hey, man. You right.
I got real tears in my eyes. I really do. I really got real tears in my eyes. Because it's so true.
Hey, man.
I almost had to cut the cam off because I was laughing too hard.
I mean, give me 15 million.
Oh, man.
I could go out there and do something. Give me 15
You know
million.
what? You know what? I'm with you, dog. Let me get 20 million so I'll go out there with my bad knees and play. Fuck it. I'll be out there too.
And I'm gonna be real. Be real here. How you know it's coaching? Because you got our best players, Deion Jones, out there struggling. You don't see that out of him. He's out there struggling. It's coaching. I can see everything. I'm just I can't even talk.
Hey, you're 14. You can see everything now, and you're 14. If a 14-year-old kid can see it, that's a major problem.
I love this dude. I absolutely love this guy. I just had to get on and say that.
I had to catch my breath because I was laughing too hard. Because he said everything that we all wanted to say. Or we've been saying.
Hey, hold on the line, Islam. We want to talk to you a little bit afterward. But KStylez, man. Wow.
All right.
Hey, man, I might have to bring him on. I bring him back on, man. Woo. Hey, I'm gonna just say this, man. Hey, this is what Mad Mike Sports. This is what Atlanta Falcons Nation, the heavy hitters, is all about, man. Hey, man. Like I said, if a kid can see what's going on, man, like that is a major concern. Like that's a major concern, and woo.
It is what it is, man. I mean, I can't even say anything, bro. I'm just like, all I did, I got a good laugh off of that, though. A real good laugh.
I'm gonna tell you something. And this be my 2-point conversion. I kid you not. When Green Bay scored that touchdown at the end of the half, kid you not, my TV went into straight ads. My TV literally cut itself off and went and put a Mulan ad on it.
Oh man! Oh my God!
I want to throw that in there, but at the same time,
he's right though. For real, that really did happen.
That shit was funny. I didn't know how that happened. But
man, look, after Calvin Ridley dropped that touchdown pass, I just started smoking. I was high as shit by the time the game was over. I ain't even worried about it.
But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna end it on it like that. Mm-hmm. Like I said, Falcon fans, like the real ones, I say now the 15% of us that is left.
Right. I think us four plus Maggie and a few others, we account for the whole fan base right now.
Yeah, it's about 7 of us left.
Yeah, it's about 7 of us left, and 4 of us, and 4 of us is on this screen.
Exactly.
Hey man, I'ma just say this, man. This is my 2-point, man. And this ain't got nothing to do with Falcons, but I just gotta say this. If y'all don't shut up with that punk ass bitch ass LeBron James, like, shut up. I'm just so sick of all of these nut huggers of LeBron James saying he's the GOAT. This dude, Kobe did it. He walked off. Like every time this dude does some punk shit, Michael Jordan did it. Kobe did it. Shaq did it. Magic did it. Like, the dude, stop making excuses for this punk shit. You're supposed to be the best player in the league. Time after time after time again, he does some punk ass questionable shit, and you guys make excuses after excuses. Stop it. He's weak. He cries after. I've never seen a player that literally runs over people cry as much as he does. This dude will knock you clean over on the offensive side of the ball and then turn around on the defensive side of the ball. And when he get the ball back, he will cry to the ref and say, "Oh, he touched my hand." Are you kidding me, bro? What they do that at? This dude literally, I've seen him multiple times literally run over. Don't try to pretend like it ain't true. This guy has literally ran over defensive players. Ran them over. He don't get a call. He starts crying. Bro. What? Like, let's be real. This dude is a damn crybaby. Yeah. He's the biggest beast in the world. Like, he's the biggest. This dude is the biggest beast I've ever seen in my life for a superstar. You're a damn mega star, but you somehow you find a way to find something to cry about. Dude, you got 3 championships. You're running. They allow you to just run over anybody. They just allow you to run over, and they don't call nothing. But they'll call a ticky-tack foul on Russell Westbrook. You touch his ass. He'll kill it clean. You remember that Jeff Teague when he clearly knocked Jeff Teague out of the damn, like he just bowled little Jeff Teague out the damn way. Just knocked him clean out the way in the stands. Not one call. But you touch him, he don't get the foul. If he don't get a foul, this dude whining and crying. I just had to say that because I'm watching this whack ass NBA finals. And I'm saying that shit is whack.
I just need the Lakers to win so I can pay for my trip next year. That's all. I just need the Lakers to win.
That's fine and dandy. Please, I'm not like winning for Kobe.
Yeah, winning for Kobe.
This shit is whack, bro. This shit is whack. This don't even feel real. Yeah. I just had to say that because I'm like, bro.
Well, we know Jew is a LeBron fan because me and him went on it on Facebook, so I know he a LeBron fan.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm smiling because it's funny.
Man, look, I don't have a beef with LeBron. I just have a problem with his fans though, who think he invented basketball. That's my only thing. So.
I got a problem with LeBron.
Demetrius, I appreciate it, man. We appreciate the 2%. We truly appreciate it. But I don't even like him. Like I never disrespect LeBron and say he's not a great player. Like he's a great player, but he's a bitch, man. He's a bitch. Please,
no, I don't have. Hey, look, I don't have nothing to say. I agree with everything you said, but at the same time, I'm at a point now where, hey, LeBron, when he retires, when he hangs it up, I put him in the same category as Matt Ryan. When he retires, he's going to be a top player in the league.
Damn bib on his ass. He don't need a damn gold jacket. He need a goddamn bib when he go in the goddamn. Put up a jacket made a damn bib. That's what he needs.
Oh man, but I will say this though, man. I respect LeBron and his skills. His fans I can't stand though because they think he invented basketball. Like, bro, like, and I say it all the time. LeBron fans they're like Trump supporters. They'll trash every player. They'll trash every player. They'll trash every player that you think is just as good as LeBron. Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. If you put them in any category of LeBron, they automatically will say they'll trash him. But they'll trash every other player. They'll trash a KD. They'll trash Kevin Durant. They'll trash a Russell Westbrook. They'll trash anybody. But as soon as you say something about LeBron that they feel is negative, they'll call you a hater. So that's why I say if you could put me in a room and I could close my eyes and I could hear a LeBron fan and a Trump supporter talking, I'll think they're the same person. I really do. It's bad. And you know what? You could put Luka fans in there as well because Mike knows why I put Luka fans in there as well. They are right up there as well because they really think that the Hawks are struggling when they just think Trae Young is chopped liver when he's a baller. So yeah, I really think that. And then on top of that, I'm a Michael Jordan fan. But Michael Jordan fans are just as bad. They are just as bad. So yeah, put them four in a room. I close my eyes. I don't tell which one is which, because they all the same to me. They really are.
And LeBron James is the only guy I know that wears paint-on enhancements on his hairline during the game.
Yes, LeBron, let it go, bro. Let it go. Let it go, partner. Let it go, bro. Let it go. Let it go, man. Let it go, dog. Let it go. Let it go, man. Because it seems like somebody told me, they said the greatest thing about LeBron is not his basketball skills. It's how the fact that his hairline grows back every offseason. That's greatness.
But you notice at the end of the game, his hairline disappears.
Because it's stressed out from playing in the finals. It's stressed out. Shit. Yeah. Shoot, when Kevin Durant hit them 2 shots over him, that hairline went back a couple times when Kevin Durant hit them shots on him. But like I said, every time it comes back though. But like I said, I don't have no problem with LeBron. I'm at this point now where I don't care about the comparisons anymore. I think LeBron is a great player. He will be a top five all time player when it's said and done. But his fans can eat a dick though. Pretty much. Except you, Jew, you cool. You cool, Jew, but every other LeBron fan, they can eat a dick.
Eat a dick.
You dick. EAD. I'm gonna put that on the shirt. I'm gonna put that on the shirt and wear it. EAD. Eat a dick.
Hey man. That's it, man.
That's it, man. I'm good. Jew, don't unfriend me after this. Don't unfriend me, dog. We still cool,
man. I'm good, dog. I ain't no emotional LeBron fan. All I gotta say is one thing. Falcons, please win on Sunday. Falcons, please win on Sunday. Beat the Panthers.
Look. Yeah, please something, because I'm telling you right now, we go 0-5 and lose to the Panthers.
Please.
I'm gonna ride the Flowery Branch myself, because I'm gonna be in Atlanta this weekend. If we lose, I'm going to Flowery Branch. I'm gonna need some answers.
Like, you can't get answers from Millburg now.
I have a sign like "Fire Dan Quinn," and I'll be walking up and down the street with the sign in my hand. I'll be the only motherfucker out there too. So yeah, definitely.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Miss Maggie, you want to come and end it? Or she still yeah, she do it. I end it. She probably doing something with that do of hers. Hey man, you guys continue to support your boy here, man. My Sports. Never mind. Damn. See, just like a woman. Are you coming or not? Well, you got fans that want to see you. Come on, damn.
Anime, get your ass on.
Come on, Anime. Do your thing.
Look here, Anime. Look here, Anime.
She got y'all waiting. So Miss Maggie, she's not going to come. All right. So I gave it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, she ain't. So I'll just say this, man. I appreciate everybody for joining us, man. And here, every time I damn start talking, she wanna. Are you coming to what?
She trolled you, bro.
I done laughed enough for the night, man. I really have laughed enough for the night. And y'all know I'm trying to watch this game because I need these Lakers to win, so you know.
I look bad today, y'all. It's a hot mess day.
Okay, whatever.
Well, thank y'all for
look.
everybody.
Hey, look, if we be matching the Falcons defense, they a hot mess.
You are absolutely correct.
You know what? But hey, she'll be ready tomorrow, though. Yeah,
I'm gonna glam tomorrow. Don't worry about that.
She'll be ready tomorrow. Just don't be laying on your back like that safety was last night.
Could be a reason why I'm never mind. Excuse me. I'll leave it at that.
All right, say that for your show.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh my God.
You said it.
Oh shit. Y'all are funny as hell tonight, man. Everybody wants to be a comedian tonight, man.
Bruh, dealing with this team, we gotta laugh, bruh. We
gotta laugh, dog. We gotta laugh to keep from crying, man. Cause boy, I'm telling you, I cried last night. I really did. Like real tears.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man. Come on, Anime. Get.
Well, what's up, y'all? I just want everybody to thank y'all for tuning in to Atlanta Falcons Nation. We got Mr. Jew Talk Sports over here. We have Dre, Mr. Look It Out of the Truck person, whatever you want to call yourself, Truck and Look It Out of.
Yeah.
But no, for real, follow him at Red Cup Rants.
Shout out to Mike and LaDonna. They fucking hating asses. But go ahead.
We got Mr. Just KStylez at the top right there. Then we got Mad Mike Sports.
Yeah, right there.
That guy, the asshole champion of the world, right there.
So next time, y'all, so make sure y'all tune in tomorrow at same time, 8:00 for the guys of ATLian Sports Zone. They'll come on and they're gonna give their thoughts and everything. You know, they come with this fried chicken, so we got to find out who's that fried chicken of the week. And I know I'm a hot mess, y'all, today, but that's all right. That's, you know, it's all love. But anyway, also tune in tomorrow night to Lust Exchange. Right after that, we're talking about, can friends, opposite sex be friends? I don't know. Can they? Can they be best friends? You never know. So make sure y'all tune in to both shows tomorrow right here on Mad Mike Sports, as well as Lust Exchange.
I might have to comment on that show tomorrow.
You better. You better.
You answer that.
You know what? Hey, I might have to answer that one because, I mean, yeah. But that'll be for tomorrow because I got a lot to talk about on that one. So, but we'll see.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all, and we are out.
Word.
LeBron, let it go, bro.
Give some of my hair to LeBron.
AD, let it go too, cause dude, you could wear a yarmulke right now.